Akashinti, back in the forest, as usual. Where else would you expect? That was a cool little effect. I'm not too dizzy, though you might expect me to be a little bit dizzier than I would be, or that I am. Back in the forest, and I love it. And I was walking a little earlier, and I came across a couple wild park rangers. They were in their ATV on the trail, and I was a little startled because I was not expecting to hear heavy machinery here in the forest, even though you can kind of hear on like the outskirts of it, the highway, because there's a highway not too far away from here. But it was like heavy machinery, like almost like creeping up on me. Here I was thinking it'd be like, I don't know, since I'm in the forest, maybe like a bear or like a wolf or a panther or such thing. I'm kidding. This park is like the tamest park in the world, given that we're in the middle of New Jersey. So there's nothing like that. I mean, maybe you'll see a deer. You'll obviously see a few birds, a couple of chipmunks, maybe a groundhog or two, maybe even a snake, But nothing like that. So turtles, of course. I've run across quite a few turtles as well through my time here. I love the sound of running water. And here it is. I heard it in the distance, and now I've kind of come upon it. There's something about running water that's, look at that. You can kind of see it there. There's something about it that's just very relaxing, the sound of running water. It's a very natural sound. It always puts my mind at ease and at peace when I'm listening to it or hearing it. The other thing I love about being here is the cacophony of like nature noises. You never know what to expect. Whatever you hear is just like music to the ear. I'm a bit hungry right now, so I'm probably gonna grab some food right after I make my way out of the forest. Maybe I'll even hunt a wild chipmunk or something like that. You see me on the edge of the trail just eating raw chipmunk, and you're like, you didn't have to do that. And I'm like, well, we're in nature, I just went primal, Nah, I don't think I would eat raw chipmunk. In fact, honestly, it'd be something to catch a chipmunk. I don't know about you guys, but catching chipmunks, they're quick. They're very quick. I mean, they kind of gotta be, but oh, there's the thunder again. There it is. It's like so ominous, And just imagining what that thunder brings. I can imagine. Now I understand why the Greeks thought it was like the god Zeus, and how he was making all these sounds and noises because of his anger and so on and so forth. It's just this ominous sound, and it's like, oh shoot, like something's about to go down. It's about to go down. The other thing I realized is that on the whole, I would say I really enjoy my company. Now there's times where it's like, all right, I don't know, or I'll think about this, or I'll think about that. But on the whole, like a good 95% of the time, like a solid 95% of the time, I really enjoy my company. That other 5% of the time, I'm working with him more, we're working it out together, But on the whole, I really love spending time with myself. It's great. I love the places that I take myself, how I educate myself all the time. Oh, check this out, or learn about that, or this, that, or this. The other people or the places that I put myself in, I think are pretty top-notch. And I don't know, overall, I tend to treat myself pretty pleasant. And when I don't, I tend to be aware of it and at least know that, all right, well, I'm not treating myself the most pleasant right now. What's really going on? And that's something that I appreciate, actually, because so many people I know, they're like, man, this isn't going my way, this, that, or the other thing. And it's like, act out. And then it's just, it's a disaster, for lack of a better word. But I really like that awareness of like, I feel off. What's going on? Last night, for example, after the whole thing, after I made my little video, I wasn't feeling like on, I wasn't feeling great emotionally and so on and so forth. And so I was like, what's really going on? It's like, oh, you're tired, buddy. You're like very tired. And then I'm like, why am I so tired? Well, it doesn't really matter why. It would be important to figure out, oh, well, I did this, I did this, I did this. But it was that awareness of I'm tired. And I like that. I'm like, okay, well, you're tired. Let's get you some good rest. And that's what I did. I just got myself some nice rest. So that's it, just taking care of yourself, enjoying one's own company, and being willing to negotiate and deal with that 5% of me that sometimes, maybe it's not even 5%, it's probably less if I'm being really honest with myself, because I think it's way less, it might be like 2%. But most of the time when I hang out with myself, I love what I'm doing. I love where I'm at in my life, and I'm excited to discover what comes next, And it's that joy, or as the French would say, joie de vivre, which I believe means joy of living. That is something, it's something. Anyways, until next time, maybe you'll catch me in the forest again. Or maybe you hike the forest and you're like, oh, can I catch him in the wild, in person, This whole doing things and the digital thing and so on and so forth, to me, I don't know. I enjoy it, it's a good little check-in for me daily, but really, I think it's the seeing people in person and engaging with them in person that's much more enriching, engaging, and much more fun, in my opinion. So, until next time.